I love that. And I think everybody listening right now can think of a moment or is in a moment right now where they felt stuck and they didn't know what to do and they weren't sure what the next step to get unstuck was. And maybe what another friend used to get unstuck isn't working for them either. And so really being able to offer tools that help us understand ourselves more is so freaking cool. Let's talk about briefly the 5 archetypes. And then what we're going to do for those listening today is I took my archetype quiz and I told Carey, no holes barred. Like, let's analyze my archetypes, ask any questions. Let's like dive deep in this so that you guys can, learn more about this work and how it specifically can pertain to everyday life, relationships with ourselves and others. And then also, inspire others to figure out what their archetypes are and learn more about themselves. So let's start there first. What are the 5 archetypes and what's maybe like the cliff notes or the gist of each one that we can kind of highlight first?
Yeah, for sure. So the 5 archetypes correspond to nature. They are fire, earth, metal, water, and wood. We all have all 5. We all have all 5 in different amounts. According to Chinese medicine philosophy, we have one that's our primary, and it kind of leads the way we interact with the world. And it tells us how we're going to get stuck, how we're going to get out of it, and what our growth path is. And it tells us like what we're going to need in order to recover from the stories we're telling ourselves about that guy we just went on a date with and why he didn't text us back.
And I love that you said the story that we're telling ourselves about, because that's really what it is. It's like, you could say, oh, it was just like, it was what it was, or you could make this whole story. And I love that you just had to highlight that there, because those stories, anything will keep us stuck. It's those stories.
Yeah, 100%. Again, so we all have these 5. I will give you the Cliff Notes version of each of the 5 that pertains to, like, we all have all these parts of ourselves, but I'll give you the Cliff Notes of each will be, if that's your primary, you overdo this thing in your life. And it's also your strength. So fire's gift to the world is joy and hope and optimism. Fire needs to be seen, loves to be celebrated. Fire loves touch and intimacy and romance. Fire's biggest fears in the world revolve around loss of love or loss of connection. And when they have the story that they are losing love or losing connection, they go into big panic, big drama, big anxiety. Then we have Earth. Earth's gift to the world is unity and community and connection, like being together, empathy. Earth people, primary Earth needs to be needed. Their biggest fears revolve around the idea of being abandoned. And when they feel abandonment might be happening, they go into worry, obsessive worry, and overwhelm and rumination, so much so that they become inert. They become stuck. Then you have metal. Metal's biggest gift to the world is value. They're able to innately know what's a valuable way to spend your time or what's a valuable thing to do, and to get rid of the rest, to only focus on what's that diamond in the rough. Their biggest fears revolve around being wrong, making a mistake. When they feel too much chaos or too much change, they go into over-focusing on the details and losing sight of the big picture, or over-focusing on what was wrong rather than what's right. Then you have water. Water's gift to the world is peace. We need more of that. Water people, they are philosophers, dreamers, poets. They're deep thinkers. They love to meditate. They love to think. They can't tolerate socializing too much. So they tend to be a little bit socially awkward, uncomfortable making eye contact. Their biggest fears revolve around being misunderstood. And when they go into those fear states, they tend towards over-isolation and even depression. And then we have wood. So wood's gift to the world is freedom. And it's freedom from the obstacles we perceive, that we believe we have. Wood sees an obstacle as an opportunity to do something different, to try a new way, as if it's a challenge, a fun challenge or a game. Um, wood can't tolerate people or things getting in their way of getting things done fast. And when they do have things getting in their way of getting things done fast, their stress state shows up as anger, like a burst of loudness, a yell or a push. And what else about wood? I think that was it.
Cool.
I'm like, did I cover them all? We got them.
So good. Okay, then we get to dive into mine.